First, let's broaden our energy knowledge. The unseen power that gives life is energy at its core. Energy is the fundamental building block of all known atoms, according to physics. Energy is not only a scientific notion, but also a philosophical and spiritual one. This is what gives life to every idea, feeling, and deed. Consider this for a second. We are bioelectrical systems, and the electrical signals that our hearts and brains emit on a continuous basis ensure our survival and proper functioning. This is not merely abstract. It is quantifiable electrical activity. We aren't alone. Energy is all around us. It permeates all three of our most fundamental bodily functions: breathing, eating, and, yes, dressing. All things, all living things, and all physical spaces have energy. Is it common for you to sense an immediate boost once you meet someone new? Or do you ever enter a room and sense a tangible tension? There's energy involved. Obviously, this idea isn't novel. This vital energy has been acknowledged for a long time in many old beliefs and practices, such as Qi in Chinese philosophy and Prana in Indian traditions. However, its scientific foundations are becoming clearer to us now. To give just one example, quantum physics teaches us that, at its core, everything in our environment is just a field of energy and information. As a result, the topic of energy encompasses both the spiritual and the scientific. It's important to grasp this concept as we delve into the ways in which our clothes, which may appear insignificant, may profoundly affect our energy levels. Clothes serve as a link between the tangible and the intangible, the visible and the invisible. The physics of absorbing energy is something we should investigate. This idea is fundamental to comprehending the quantum-level effects of our clothing. The energy that underlies all things is dynamic and ever-changing. At all times, energy is being transferred between you, your clothing, the chair you're seated on, and the air surrounding you. Researchers in the area of materials science examine the absorption and emission properties of many materials. Therefore, this concept isn't entirely theoretical. As an example, consider the thermal energy contained in clothing. Some fabrics provide thermal insulation by retaining our body heat, while others promote thermal dissipation. Although it involves energy, this interaction goes beyond heat alone. Now we may discuss vibrational energy. A vibrational frequency is inherent in all matter and all objects. What happens to these frequencies depends on the energies they encounter. That's why you could associate a certain feeling or memory with a specific location or item. Take an heirloom as an example. It's more than simply a thing. It holds the memories and feelings of its long history of owners. The same logic also applies to the clothing we wear. It soaks up the vibes of the places we go, the feelings we're experiencing, and even the individuals we're in close proximity to. Rather than being a passive process, this absorption is an interactive dialogue between the thing and its environment. When this is grasped, it becomes clear that our garments aren't only functional. Rather, they are an integral element of our energetic ecology, influencing our interactions with the environment. The more we learn about the power of outside forces, the more we'll see how our environment, even our clothing, may affect us. Each of us is an energetic thread in a vast network that also encompasses the things, people, and places around us. We are not separate entities. On a daily basis, we come into contact with a multitude of energies. Positive places have the power to inspire us, while bad ones have the opposite effect. At this point, the clothes we wear take on more importance. Clothes do more than block the sun and rain. They also have an energetic interaction with the world around us. Picture yourself in an ensemble befitting a joyous event, such as a wedding or a party. Those wonderful feelings and recollections may resurface the next time you put on the garment. That's because the positive energy from that happy occasion permeated your clothing. On the flip side, reliving a stressful era through old clothes can unintentionally trigger similar emotions. The reason behind this is that our clothing has taken on the vibrations of those memories. These outside forces can have physiological effects in addition to psychological ones. According to research in the field of psychoneuroimmunology, our thoughts and emotions are energy forms that have the potential to influence our hormone levels, immune system, and general well-being. It is plausible that our emotions and physical well-being could be affected by garments steeped in negative energies. This realization ought to make us more conscientious about the settings in which we find ourselves, as well as the clothing we choose to wear while there. Being attuned to the energy around us and how it influences our mood is key. It is intriguing to think of clothing as a conduit for energy. It implies that garments are energy transmitters and carriers rather than merely made of cloth and thread. Putting on clothes is more than just covering up. It's like enveloping yourself in a web of absorbed energies. Everything you own has a history, a tale to tell about the people it has met, the places it has traveled, and the things it has seen. Energy is the result of the past. Now we'll think about the energy imprint that clothes leave. There is an energy field around every article of clothing you purchase, including the factory it came from, the individuals who worked on it, and the store itself. When it gets into your life, it begins to soak up all the positive and negative vibes from you, your emotions, your past, and the locations you visit. Please don't take offense. My intention is only to bring attention to this. When we are aware of this, we can utilize clothing to our benefit. Wearing clothes that make us feel good and reflect the vibe we want to project can do wonders for our mental and emotional health. In addition, we can rid ourselves of negative energies by being conscious of the energy that our clothing contains. A simple act of cleaning them with intention, letting them dry in the sun, or even smudging them with sage will remove their energy. Before you do anything else, visualize the vibe you want to attract. Which emotions, stress, rage, or sadness would you rather wear? Conversely, are you more drawn to garments that exude feelings of happiness, tranquility, and optimism? Your energy field and, by implication, your life are profoundly affected by this choice. Now that we've covered the theoretical groundwork, let's dive into the practicalities of banishing bad energy from your closet. Reviving the vitality your garments contain is more important than mere physical hygiene. Set out with purpose. Imagine rinsing away the old, sluggish energy as you wash or straighten your clothes. Imagine injecting them with new energy and optimism. Allow your garments to soak up some sunshine whenever you can. The sun's inherent energy cleanses and revitalizes them. To further aid in the removal of negative energies, you can smudge with sage or use aromatic oils. Just as important as the actual cleaning is the mental and emotional investment you make in the process. You may take better care of your clothes and your energy fields simultaneously by intentionally washing them. One potent practice is to dress with intention. Consider the vibe you want to project all day while making your clothing selection. Are you seeking a sense of self-assurance, tranquility, and happiness? Dress in a way that conveys your purpose. As you put on your clothes, take a moment to appreciate each item for what it does to keep you warm and energized throughout the day. Rather than viewing getting dressed as a chore, this technique turns it into a ritual that helps you set an upbeat tone. The goal is to create a balanced flow of energy by coordinating your outward appearance with your inner condition. When you dress intentionally, it's not only about picking out clothes. It's also about picking out the vibe you want to exude. You should meditate first thing in the morning with the intention of purifying and recharging your energies. I hope this starts the day off on the right foot. Stop and ask yourself periodically throughout the day if you're still going strong after committing to a morning routine. If that isn't the case, then quiet your mind, refocus your energies, and take a few deep breaths. Consider the times during the day when you were able to maintain your energy levels and the times when external factors had an impact on you at the end of the day. Build upon this introspection for future development. Always keep in mind that regulating your energy requires a dedication to living an intentional and conscious life. You can take charge of your energy and, by extension, your life by making these habits a part of your everyday routine. Feel the distinction for yourself.